Okay, now we're looking at a lesson which is 9.6, and it has to do with factoring x squared plus bx plus c. Now, the main difference here is that in this factoring, the reason that this works is because you have to have a 1 here for the a. So we're going to do an example together. And over here I'm going to explain in shorthand terms. So let's say that we have a problem like m squared minus 10m plus 24. Okay, so we've written out our problem. The very first thing you need to do is determine what b equals and what c equals. And so over here, b equals negative 10 and c equals 24. Next, I'm going to create what I call big X. And I'm going to put c here, and I'm going to put b here. Now, I'm going to put an addition and a multiplication sign here. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I want to know which factors multiply to give me c and which factors add together to give me b. And I'm going to put those factors here. So I'm going to create my big X. My c factor is 24. And we have negative 10. So when I think of all the factors of 24, I know that 6 times 4 would give me 24, and if it was negative 6 and negative 4, that would give me negative 10. So negative 6, negative 4 would make both of these true. They multiply together to give me this, they add together to give me that. Now the easiest part is right now, you're just going to put an m in front of it, and there's your two factors. M minus 6 and m minus 4. Now if I go ahead and FOIL those, m times m gives me m squared. M times negative 4 gives me negative 4m. Negative 6 times m gives me negative 6m. And negative 6 times negative 4 gives me a positive 24. And then I think we can all agree that negative 4m plus a negative 6m gives me negative 10m, which is my original equation. So this is the factored form of this equation here. And a couple of other little things that I wanted to point out. Especially when you're taking a test and you have answers written in A, B, C, D. One thing that I always try to note is that this sign here, if it's a plus, then my binomials are either both going to be plus or they're both going to be negative. Okay? This sign here tells me that they're both going to be negative. If this was a plus 10m, then I would know that they both have to be positive. Now, if my sign here was negative, so it's negative c, then my binomials would be plus and 1 minus. And then depending on whether if b is positive, then my greater number needs to go here and my lower number needs to go here. So those are just some tricks to help you. When I look at a test and it has a plus, then I think, okay, well, can I eliminate some answers? And typically, if this was A, B, C, and there was another D, I could definitely say, well, it can't be this one and it can't be this one. Now if this one's both negatives, then I have to determine which one, you know, maybe it's just a different of numbers. But so those are just some of the tricks to help you with test taking strategies.